Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button, and I'm here with a Mindful Monday make that may get put out on Tuesday because I'm having difficulty connecting to YouTube. So I don't know what the reason is. It's just taking a long time to load up videos. But you know what? I'm not worried. It's all going to work out. It really, really is. And what I thought I would do is, because I've had, and I think I've mentioned this before, like in the past week, had such a structured time with Junk Journal July, and it's been very focused on junk journaling. I wanted to do some stitching, so I've nearly finished my bird bag, which looks amazing. Do you want a little look? I mean, if you saw the video yesterday, you've seen it, but I'm really, really happy with it. Oh, I'm going to put some words, I think, onto it and then line it, and then it'll be done. I love it. So there's that. We're going to have some days out next week on annual leave. I want it finished by then. So we have that. And then I just thought I wanted to do some doodling. So I'm going to do some doodle stitching. So I've got this variegated kind of rainbow wool. It's just rainbow wool, and I just thought we would do some doodle stitching. Now you can tell this wool is it must be like an acrylic or something, and it is bobbling up already, so it wouldn't have made a good garment, but it's alright for what we're going to do. And I started off with a little star, and then I doodled away. We've done a loop, and then I don't know what we're going to do. I think I'm going to take it right down here. I might even go like that. I'm just going to doodle. And that's because I'm kind of in between. I'm in that in-between phase, and I just want to make something. But it doesn't have to be anything. It's a just because make this. So it's when you sort of just make something because you feel like it. Sometimes when I'm in this sort of creative mood, I want to do something productive. So I might make a load of yo-yos. I might kind of have a sort through buttons. I might make some stick rolls, kind of fabric rolls that you can then stitch along to make the meditation stuff. These things. I might make a load of those up. Just kind of do something just because. No real creative direction. And when I say make them up, I mean make the blank ones up. I don't mean sew anything. Just in between little things to do. But I didn't even want to do that. I just want to do some stitching. And this is what I call doodle stitching. It's just sort of mindless. Don't know what it's going to become. It could be a patch on something. It could be used on the side of something like another bag. It could be like the back of a bag. I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to become. I just know that I wanted to do it. And when I get to a bit where I think, oh, I could put a little bit of a star or something, I'll put a star in. Or I'll just make a loop, and then I might start a star somewhere else. I don't know. I just thought I would come and do a bit of doodle stitching with you. And kind of encourage you that you can make nice things with really simple stitches. This is just a running stitch. And you know, if I didn't have this like pretty coloured wool, I could use just a contrasting colour, like lots and lots of white. Kind of if I only had white cotton thread that you would sew on a button, I would just double it up and double it up until it got thicker and just do the same thing. In fact, I've done stuff like that before. When I haven't had a lot of supplies, it took me years to build my supplies up. In fact, I would say decades to build my supplies up. This is a slow craft. Things don't come quickly with slow crafts. And I think when we're watching things on YouTube and Instagram and all of the things that are beautiful and creative, we're pinning on Pinterest, we're doing all the things, it makes us feel like we want to do it right now, have it all now. Slow stitching's not that. If it's not one thing, it is not that. It's just about taking your time, feeling the cloth, feeling the thread, making a mark, stitching something together. you can start really, really simply using the supplies you have. So I'm just going to keep meandering, seeing where it wants to go. Perhaps he doesn't want, perhaps it wants another loop, perhaps he wants to go that way. Should we go that way? Let's go that way. Gently, of course, because we're just meandering, we're doodle stitching. I don't know where this is going to end up. I'm just going to do it for a while, and then we'll have a little guided meditation. It's amazing, we do our crafts, don't we, for so many reasons. We do it because we're inspired, we do it because it's literally sanity saving. We might do it for a purpose. You know, I thought about my slow stitching before, and people's definition of slow stitch is that things are not meant to be they're not meant to be like sewing on a button or hemming something. But actually, I do think that can be a meditative act. I think it can be slow stitching. It's all about your intention when you're doing it, really. I've thought about some of the really pretty things that I've made, and they've been incredibly intentional and for very practical purposes. Making something for my daughter, you know, it could be like party favours when we've not had any money. You know, little party bags. I've done that. I think I've said before, that's where the strawberry pincushion kind of comes from, really, is making little party favours, or using the strawberry pincushions that I had made when I was stressed and turning them into party favours and having to make little bags and little badges to go with it, or cake toppers, or little badges that she used to wear in primary school for you know, her birthday, like the birthday badge. I couldn't afford you know, one from a party shop, so I used to just make them. And that's where I was using my skill that I developed over my handicraft of slow stitch into a practical use. But it still was an act of meditation. It still was something that I found soothing and calming, and, you know, give me the endorphins. All of the things, really. So there we go. So we're just going to have a little stitch, a little play. It's really warm. The British and the obsession with the heat. It's because we don't have any air conditioning. But it is really warm. So, I'm doing a swirl. You could just, if you like your doodle stitching, you could just literally do swirls. You could go up and down, you could do zigzags. When you were small, when you were a child, did you used to do patterns? I used to do patterns. So any bit of scrap paper, even if it was just biro, I would just make marks on paper and make patterns, just doodling. In fact, I even remember doing that at university. I remember being in one lecture and the lecturer caught me just doodling and was like, what did I just say? And I was able to recite exactly what he just said, even though there was no writing there, because that's what I do. Helps me to focus. Bit of a doodle. So there we go. We're just going to keep going. Make sure the tension's right. That's really the only thing I'm thinking about. We can do 3 stitches at once, or we can do 1. it. Looks like we're just going to go diagonal across the page. Do you do things like this? Just because things. So it's not like, oh, I need to make a new journal. There are journals I need to make. Or I need to make this project. It's a just because. So slow stitching can have like a purpose. It can be, I'm going to make this thing. Like I've just said, all the things I've made for birthday parties. All the things I've just made actually for my home. And I've hand stitched them. I've done that intentionally. I've chosen to do this by hand rather than get the sewing machine out because that's what brings me joy. For me, that's slow stitching. I've got myriad cushions, all kinds of things that I've just hand stitched and enjoyed every moment of making it. So, now, do we come back round here and do another star? Then that leaves this little page open for a bit of interpretation. You could have some writing on it. I could come back another day and go back the other way. Just keep stitching. I could get little bits of scraps of lace and other doodly whatsits. I've got buttons. I could put buttons on. But for now, it's just this simple running stitch. You and me. Few more stitches, then we'll have our little meditation. And like I said, it's my intention that this was going to go out on Monday, but I've had so many problems just with technical things over the past few days, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to get worked up about it. I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to use my creativity. That's what helps me. That's what soothes me, is using my creativity. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here, and then I think I'll do the star. Oh, the star's going to be in a similar colour. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, where do I want my star to be? Do I want my star to be in the middle? I think I do. I'm going to get it to come out. Just draw a star like I do if you watch my junk journal videos and I do the little white stars. We're just going to do that, but we're going to stitch it. So that's our first mark. Here's our second. Here's our third. Oh, I was going to say, it's going to be a different colour. It wouldn't matter if it was, but it'd be nice if it wasn't. So, let's put my vintage button back. There we go. Little path to meander. Oh, there we go. I like that. I like that a lot. So, are you going to try doodle stitching? Just pick up a piece of fabric, pick up some thread, and stitch along. So, as I've finished up my little bit of doodle stitching, let's take a moment to rest our creative souls. Don't worry about what you're making. Don't worry about what you've just made. All the things you want to make, the things you haven't done. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to be here in this moment. So, let's gently start by getting comfortable. If you're working on something with me, put it down. Place your hands in your lap. You could lie on the floor, get comfy on a bed, on a sofa, a big squashy chair, wherever you are. Just rest. I want you to take a deep breath in. Fill up your lungs. And exhale slowly. We're going to do it again. Deep breath in. Hold. And now as you breathe out, let go of any of that creative angst you may have. Unfinished projects. Deadlines we set ourselves. The untidy crafting space. Let it go. Let's take another deep breath in. Hold it. And let go. Let's rest our eyes. Close them for a moment, or you could look at the screen. We focus so intently with our eyes sometimes on small stitches, intricate patterns, fussy cutting, gluing things in the right way, whatever our craft. We use our eyes. Give your eyes a rest. Have some slow blinks. Release the stress and the strain. Now I want you to think about your hands. Your hands are so busy. They make beautiful things, creating something new. Give your fingers a gentle wiggle. Then move them out to stretch. Maybe sometimes you feel some aches and pains in your hands. That's okay. They're still useful. Don't judge your hands. They've been helping you all your life. I know it sounds strange, but it's okay to thank your hands, thank your eyes for the things that they do for you. We all have days when our creative energy feels low, like a well that's running dry. It's okay. That's part of the creative cycle. Just as we need to rest when we're tired, or the earth rests during winter and blooms in spring, so our creative selves need a bit of rest. We don't have to be on the go all the time. So when we have a day of our creative low, when we don't feel that inspired, it's okay. That's a cue to rest. Do something different. Look at things that inspire you. Allow that creative soul a moment of peace. Imagine that piece, like a warm, soft light surrounding you. It's full of patience and kindness and rest. Allow it to fill yourself up as you breathe gently. Imagine it, that rest and that peace filling you up, flowing from your head down to those fingertips that can be so busy. There's no pressure here. This is a moment of rest. You are simply enough. Exactly as you are. So, when you're ready, take one more deep breath. Hold it. Now exhale. Gently whittle those creative fingers and perhaps your toes. And open your eyes slowly. So my hope for you today is that you would take as long as you need to rest your creative self. That rest doesn't mean being idle. It just means changing things up. Remember, creativity is not just about producing or making things. It's about finding your joy. Joy in the process, joy in the inspiration, joy in the community, and also the wisdom to know when to rest. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. I hope that you will find moments of rest and inspiration. There will be more videos. I've got lots of things coming. If you want to know more, hit the subscribe and the little bell. Like, comment and share. Do those YouTubey things that help my little channel grow. Thank you very much for keeping me company today.